welcome to this special presentation of the Hatters cross-country tri-meet against Upper Moreland and Wissahickon. Hello everybody, I'm Bob Anderson, and along with me is the coach of the girls cross-country team, Anna Baker. Anna, welcome aboard.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you. This meet was recorded in mid-September, but Anna, do you remember how you prepared for this meet going in against Upper Moreland and Wissahickon?
Yes, you know, this towards the end of our dual meet season with the girls team. Both Wissahickon and Upper Moreland are usually very strong teams. Unfortunately, Upper Moreland did not have any runners compete this year, but Wissahickon is they're tied first for our league at the moment, so very strong, lots of returners, very experienced team. Where our team, we have 16 girls, and out of those 16, 9 of them are brand new to the sport of cross country. So with that being said, for us, it was another experience to run against a strong team, to be competitive as possible, and also, you know, get that experience racing against Wissahickon. It was our senior day, so for us, it was let's finish off the season with our dual meets on a positive note for our seniors, and a time to celebrate them and their dedication to the sport.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's go out to the fields behind Steinle Stadium for the start of the girls cross-country meet. And here's the start of the race, and the gun just went off. So about how many girls were participating in this meet?
We had actually only 9 compete. We had a couple injuries this day, and Wissahickon had about 21. So about 30 girls competed in this dual meet.
And as I remember, it was a very hot day.
Very hot, about 90, 92 degrees that day.
Wow. So how do you prepare the girls for that heat?
Well, the number one thing is to stay hydrated. We push that no matter what the weather is. These girls are, you know, pushing themselves day in and day out. So nutrition and hydration is a number one key that we always push. So yeah, staying hydrated, making sure that they're taking care of themselves, not at practice, but also at home. And just mentally prepared that it's going to be hot, it's going to be tough than it would be on a 60-degree day.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see Wissahickon, 3 of the girls are pulling out ahead. How important is it to get a lead early, or doesn't it matter?
You know what? It doesn't. Obviously, it's a 5K race. You do want to get out strong. You want to get yourself in a really good position. You don't want to get boxed in. You don't want to get pushed in the back. You want to feel good about the start of your race. I think mentally, that's one of the number one things that runners can do for themselves is to get themselves out in that really good spot. Emily, who's sitting in 4th right now, is number 1 for our team. She is a freshman this year, so her goal for the start was to have those 3 Wissahickon girls who are very experienced in reach, in eye view, but don't feel like you have to get out right on them, as she knew she'd have the rest of the race to be there. But she did want to get herself in that good position, not stuck behind those 2 girls behind her. Right. Have those 3 girls kind of in view, be strong, and kind of look forward to that rest of the race, which she did. She ended up getting right up there with that 2nd girl and finished in 3rd.
Right, yeah, yes, I would imagine as long as she's within striking range within like a few seconds,
absolutely.
Probably that's what her goal was going into the meet. And as we see here, explain what part of the course this is.
So they're coming around, you know, now they're, you know, a little bit more than 600, 800 meters into the race. They're coming around where the field hockey field is. They make a turn around the tree, and now they're going around our baseball and softball fields. Once they get by the softball field, they will enter Jared Nature Center.
Right, and here's, so the baseball field is just to your right, and they're going to approach the climbing tower here, where a lot of our students, I believe when they're seniors, they have to climb the tower, or at least they used to have.
Yeah.
So this part here, they're a little bit in the shade. That's got to help them a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a lot of our course is in the sun, but it is mostly flat. And because we hadn't had rain in a little while at this point, the course was very dry. So with the use of their spikes, obviously it does make the course a little bit faster, which was also another benefit on this really hot day.
And I was going to ask you about the shoes. What type of shoes do cross-country people use?
They will wear like a lightweight synthetic shoe, which has about 8 to 10 spikes, depending on the make and model. But yeah, it's a lightweight, kind of easy for long distance running that have about 8 to 10 spikes. Right,
and now they're coming back. They just passed the softball field. This is the baseball field on your left-hand side here. And again, Wissahickon is in the front. They are taking the top 3 slots here. And I believe at this point they're going to enter the Jarrett Nature Center.
Yes, so we are entering Jarrett Nature Center. We make a giant kind of circle loop. There's Emily Simcoe right there. And they go in. They do make a follow the trail in Jarrett Nature Center until they reach the bridge. That's about the 1 mile marker. So they're kind of approaching the 1 mile marker here.
Right, and then they loop out. Obviously, we couldn't stick cameras in there.
So now they're coming back out.
Right, yes. And I think Emily may have passed somebody at this point.
She did. So you go and you do a loop around our soccer. There's our whole boys team cheering on. They make a loop around the girls and boys soccer fields, and they go by the tennis courts, and they go back through. And Emily did catch up to their second runner there.
Right. This is so the second runner I think is Lindsay Farina.
Yes.
And the lead runner, which you don't see, I think you may see her eventually in the bottom of your screen. That's Leah Dubin. She's really out in front. So she must have really ran a quick race for Wissahickon. So now they're coming back. This is the boys' baseball field on the left-hand side, and I think you saw at the bottom of the screen the leader. There she is on the bottom right part of your screen. She's got a tremendous lead.
Yes, she does. Yes, she was really successful last year, and I think is using that experience and just kind of blossoming into the runner that she is. But now you can see they're kind of coming back. They retrace their steps from what they did in the beginning, so they will go back around that same cone that you saw in the beginning of the footage.
Right, and there you are. She probably has about, a 10, 20-second lead over her teammate, Farina, and then Emily is in third place. But Emily's going to be fighting for second place here, it looks like.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the coming around, there's the girls softball team, and there's the battle between second and third place there. That's Farina against Emily. How do you think the runners are feeling at this point?
Oh man, well they're ready to finish. At this point, they've crossed that start line. What they're going to do is they're going to cross Hatter's Way here, and they're going to go back behind the stadium. As you can see, they do that loop. They follow the fence all the way around the back of the stadium. They are going to enter the stadium on that far right side. They're going to hop onto the track, and they will complete about 350 meters on the track to get to the finish line.
Right, and that's Leah Dubin, and then there's no way that she's not going to win this race at this point.
Right, when you have that much of a gap, unless she really, really slowed down, but she's got a nice pace going here for her.
Okay, and then here is Emily finishing here. She ends up finishing in third place with a time of 21:10. And you'll see this is, I think, a battle for 9th place here.
Yeah, this is Leanna Goddard. She's another freshman. To be honest, this was her, actually first race with the team, and she did a tremendous job.
Right here, she kind of ran out of gas here. She ended up in 9th place, so this was actually the battle for 8th place.
Yeah, she is a very strong competitor, just very new to the sport. And I think she was trying as hard as she could to get that Wissahickon runner.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta
she wants it to be over, but
I gotta make it. Yeah, she does, and who wouldn't in this heat? So we're gonna take a look at the results coming up, and this is us against Wissahickon. And why don't you go down the board there? So we got Leah.
We got Leah, yep, from Wissahickon with 2042. We have Lindsay, also from Wissahickon, 2055. Emily Simcoe from Hatboro-Horsham, 2110. Maria from Wissahickon, 2152. Natalie from Wissahickon, 2155. Oh, and this is our Hatboro-Horsham top finishers.
All right, why don't you go down the list and tell us who they are?
This is Emily and Leanna. You saw in the video footage. They're both freshmen, and again, that was Leanna's first race. Monica is a 2-year cross-country runner with us. She 25:29. That's actually a 4-minute PR from her time from last year. Gabriella is also another junior, 25:58. Kara is another freshman, another newcomer to the sport, 26:13. And Gianna this is her second year on the team, and she's 27:37.
All right, and then let's take a look at the team results here. And, Wissahickon was no doubt the winner.
Absolutely.
And explain the point system for us.
So your top 5 runners score in the meet, and so the place that they get, that's the points that they get. So if you could see that Wissahickon came in first and second, so they get 1 point, 2 points, and then their third, fourth, and fifth runner all get scored, and that's where their 18 points came in. Our top 5 runners also get scored, and that's where our 45 points come in. So in any dual meet, you have up to 50 points that you could get, and obviously the lowest point score wins.
Right, and Upper Moreland's DNF, that means they just didn't finish.
They didn't finish. They did have, I think they had one athlete at least start, but they were unable to finish the race that day.
All right, well, very good. Well, that obviously concludes the meet and the results. How do you think your team did then overall that day?
Overall, you know, we only had 9 competitors. We did have some injuries. It was very hot. We had one girl actually drop out of the race. I think that we are just gaining experience, and our girls are working very hard. We are striving to be 3rd in the league meet, which is on October 18th, and we are working hard to get there. And I think our girls are very positive and they're dedicated, and I think they're going to use that experience to finish our season strong.
And as far is there district competition for cross country?
There is, yes. So every athlete, there's a varsity and JV race for district. So no matter where they fall, top 7 runners make it on the varsity team, and the rest of the athletes will compete in the JV race. And that is on October 25th at Lehigh University.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
For the rest of the year. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Come watch us.
All right. Well, that'll wrap it up for today's production of the Girls Cross Country Meet. For Coach Anna Baker, I'm Bob Anderson. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on HHTV.